Hello, my team and I will be presenting a project on real-time streaming of sensor data and its visualization through the use of technologies like Apache Kafka, ClickHouse, and Superset. So first, I will call upon Chinni Krishna to show the hardware setup.
Okay, so greetings for the day, and this is our hardware which we are using. We'll be using our Node MCU and DHT11 sensor to send our data. And in this, we'll be using Node MCU because it have inbuilt Wi-Fi, and DHT11 sensor is digital temperature and humidity sensor, digital humidity and temperature sensor. And with this, the circuit which we use is a Blink board. We are using Blink board because it has an inbuilt DHT11 sensor, and all our coding will be done inside our Node MCU. And Dave, can you show the code?
Yeah, I'll show the code now. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the code, and we'll be using Tembu as a platform here. So as you can see, Tembu here, which will be basically to automate tweets onto Twitter for a fixed interval of time, right? So every time we get a sensor value from the sensor, Node MCU will send it to Tembu, and Tembu will further send it to Twitter as a post, right? So this is our code. I will scroll down. We have decided to run this code 10 times to post 10 tweets, and then I will go down. So we'll be reading our sensor data and storing it in H for humidity, T for temperature. Further, we have to initialize our Tembu variable credentials, right? So if you go to the Tembu website, you'll have this link in the description. And this Tembu website, if you go here, you can log in to Tembu first or sign up. And once you do that and scroll down, you will see your Tembu values here, right? In this header file here. Once you get that, you copy paste those. I have already done that in my notepad and save it as a header file. So I'll go back to my code. Once that is done, we will be posting 2 tweets. So the first tweet will be a temperature tweet where I'm writing hashtag temperature followed by the temperature value here. After that, you have to get a Twitter account, Twitter developer account, and get the API keys, which you will further add here, the 4 API keys, right? Then you will run this. Once you run this, a tweet will be posted with the temperature value. After that, to post the second tweet of humidity value, you will run this to first post hashtag humidity and string H, which will be the humidity value. Then you hit the run again. After this is done, you will see both your tweets on your Twitter account. We are going for a delay of 60 seconds in between each tweet because Twitter will not allow you to post tweets one after the other immediately, or else it might ban your account. So I'll quickly upload the code onto my Node MCU. And I have a hair dryer with me to get different temperature values, right? Because I'm sitting in a room and my temperature and humidity will not fluctuate a lot. But with the hair dryer, I can simulate some readings to present this demo. So we'll wait for this to compile and upload. Also, the thing with Twitter is if any reading is repeated, right, which might be the case in some of our readings, what happens is Twitter will not print it since it's a duplicate tweet.
Okay, so till this time I'll be explaining about the software part there.
Yeah, you can go on.
Yeah, screen share. host disabled. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So initially we'll be using the Google Cloud Platform for our project because it's a big data analytics and for those visualization. Here the flow goes like this. First, we'll be from the hardware part. We'll be initializing tweets as tweets to the Twitter account. Then through the Twitter account, we'll collect and ingest that data to Apache Kafka. Apache Kafka is a software and a technology for stream processing from Apache, and we'll be having a KSQL DB where the Kafka SQL database is inbuilt present inside Kafka to simulate and to represent our data in a database format and to retrieve that data. Then we'll be having a Connect JDBC where Java database connector is being involved, where we'll be saying Java database connector to connect Kafka streaming platform to a database platform such as ClickHouse. So ClickHouse is a storage technology or the software where we'll be storing our data and representing and manipulating the data using SQL. And after ClickHouse, we'll be sending that data to the same data to the superset, where we'll be visualizing the data from the storage device to dashboard, and we'll be visualizing and we'll be analyzing that data to our dashboard using Apache Superset. Now, after creating an account in Google Cloud Platform, we'll be creating a VM and then we'll be executing some commands to run this. So we have a GitHub repository, from the Medium platform. That Medium platform will allow us to retrieve the real-time streaming data. So here, as you can see, after first we'll clone the repository. So after cloning that repository, then we'll be checking after running that command. Like for example, the command is here. The sudo./demos-start.sh. So after this is a bash file. So this after executing it, you will be having a Maven folder where all the buffer values and all the containers here one more point is instead of using Kafka, Superset, and ClickHouse manually, we can use Docker to pull those technologies directly. So instead of installing those manually, we can use Docker to install those containers directly. And then after installing the Docker and Docker Compose, then we'll be using a Maven repository where we'll be cleaning the buffer memory and the buffer data through this command, same mvn clean package. So after that command, we'll be having a Kafka topic creation. Topic in the sense we'll be creating a table called table name called tweets. Then we'll be having a source connector or the connector to our SQL, say ClickHouse JDBC connector, and one more connector such as Twitter connector. These connectors are used to connect from one technology to other technology. Then we'll be using a KSQL DB to represent our data. This is our main part for our table, for our representation of data. Here are the Twitter API keys and the token keys in my case. Then we have we have enabled this for the table called tweets. Then the keywords as mentioned here is temperature and humidity. As Dave said, it is like hashtag temperature and humidity. In Twitter, if you put hashtag, that will be a keyword. So using that hashtag symbol, we will be extracting the data to our streaming platform, say temperature and humidity. So after creating all those, we'll be checking for connection, either the connection is running or not. So if it is running, it will say the state as running. Then we'll be having a superset execution command saying docker exec and superset init. So here we will be creating a new account or the demo account to visualize our data. And we will be inputting all the username and last name and password credentials over here. So after this, it present admin user has been created, and then the superset has been is been running now. So after that, we'll be going to superset platform. Here inside database, we'll be adding a database here. As I have previously added this database, you can add using you can add using this button over here. Then we'll be adding a data set. As database and data set, the difference between these two is the database is the major part of our whole table. The data set is the columns of our table. So the data set represents our column and the database is our whole table. So after ingesting the database, we have to ingest the data set such as columns. So creating a new data set by clicking on this button. Then I'll be going to dashboard and I'll be visualizing the parts. So first is temperature visualization. Here the temperature is visualized to our data. As you can see here in the view results, we have some data or some values of temperature, average values of those temperature thing. Then here is the platform where the superset is the platform to visualize the data. So as you can see, when the value is decreasing, it has in a steep flow. And when the values increases, the graph increases respectively. Then all the changes made by the values are visualized to our graph. This is the temperature visualization where you can see the maximum value of our temperature, then the minimum value after the hair dryer, the maximum value and the minimum value. Then we'll be going to humidity visualization. And in temperature visualization, as this substring has 14, this float value has 32 bits. So we'll be converting the string to float 32. Then in humidity, we'll be representing as a as 11 because after 10, we'll be having ASCII values as ABCD as 11, 12, and it goes on. So with respect to that, this being noted, here humidity visualization, as the humidity is being decreasing, the graph also decreases and increases respectively. And this is the visualization part of our real-time streaming. So, and one more thing, basically the tweets, where the Twitter account has been saved and API keys. Here it represents hashtag humidity 20, hashtag temperature. Like this, those tweets posted from the Twitter, and those tweets has been extracted and ingested to our real-time streaming data. So I'll go back to Dev to just show the part left behind it.
Okay, thank you, Burhan. You can stop sharing. So I'll share my screen now. As you have already seen the visualization part and the Twitter, right? So I'll quickly show you that this has compiled this code. It says hard resetting. And after that, if I go to my serial monitor, if I go up, first the Wi-Fi shield gets connected. The first two lines you can see and say setup complete. And after that, each time we run one iteration of a post, it says running status update. And you can see the response from Twitter. It says created at, and yeah, you can see humidity 36 here, right? So it's a little hard to highlight in serial monitor because it's still updating right now. So like that, we get multiple posts. And like I said, we have 10 iterations. Sometimes you might get an error, like a server error saying your Wi-Fi was disconnected. Or other times you might get an error saying that the tweet was a duplicate, like we have the case here. status is a duplicate, right? So we have run this 10 times and you have seen the visualization over there on Burhan's screen. So that is all that our project is. I would ask Burhan to conclude this.
Yeah. So for conclusion, I'll be just saying the applications of this. As we are indulging the Apache, all the Apache platform technologies, I'll be saying it can be applied and it can be in future used and in present scenarios for the patient healthcare department, where we can have the temperature and humidity. And for example, if you take for an extent to BP or the sugar and the body temperature of the patient and all, we can make a jacket and we can involve those sensors for that for inside jacket, and we can directly have a dashboard or the screening platform to the respective doctors or respective hospitals. So we can have a dashboard through that. And one more thing, through this visualization and through this streaming, we learned about the real-time streaming, how does it do, and how we have involved social media to our data to stream the real-time scenarios and real-time data for our analytics. And this includes big data analytics and it needs, and the only one disadvantage is here because of resources, and because of resources we are constrained to it. So that is the disadvantage. Otherwise, it's well and good to go as big data analytics, as real-time streaming platform and visualization of any data in the real world and real entity. So this is the application of it. One application, that's enough for this case. And then I'll be concluding this by saying thank you everyone for watching, and that's all. Thank you everyone, and thank you to my team for cooperating and collaborating with me and having patience to do this. Thanks everyone.